Hey y'all! Welcome back to the F&N Radio Podcast. It's your girl Faith.
And I'm Natalie.
And we is here with episode 4. Yes, so...
And we have a special guest.
Oh yeah, we do got another special guest.
Guest number 2.
Can y'all guess like who it is? Can y'all guess the guest?
Yes.
No, they can't.
They can. But the person that we have here... Ooh, y'all gonna wanna watch this, y'all gonna wanna listen, take a notepad and start writing down what they gonna tell you.
Yeah, cause this person right here who y'all about to listen to, y'all need to pay very close attention to. Okay, y'all need to pay attention to it because y'all gotta do this every year or every quarter or however you want to do it.
I will hope y'all doing it.
I will hope y'all doing it. So just to see who we have, my headphones keep sliding off. I need to take this button down. But to see who we have, y'all have to stay tuned. So hey y'all,
we're back.
We back
with our special guest,
Miss Ronelle, your very own text lady. That's who we have.
Yay.
Okay. If you ain't following your texts.
Wait, and you're the first entrepreneur on here.
Oh,
so
yes.
Thanks
first
for
female
coming.
entrepreneur.
Yes, female entrepreneur.
First female entrepreneur.
So thank you for coming. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, bro.
And we about to get down to the nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty, y'all.
So,
the nitty gritty. So we gonna start it off. You wanna start us off?
Yeah.
You gonna start us off?
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna have questions for you, and you just answer them the best way you can.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start with the basics, cause you know everybody be like, ooh, deep questions with Natalie. Deep questions. Okay. So, what documents do you need when filing taxes?
The basic documents that's required for filing taxes is, of course, valid identification. Income statements is W-2s, 1099s, anything that you used or that you received to show that you made income. Social security cards, any letters that you receive from the IRS throughout the year. So that could be from any, like last year they had the stimulus, the economic impact payments, and then they had the child tax credit advance payments. Any letters that you receive from the IRS, your tax preparer needs. If you're a business owner, you need your profit and loss sheet or your income versus your expenses. And I want to say that is it. Those are the basic, and your banking information if you want direct deposit.
So when you are a business owner, are you filing separately from your personal, or are you filing just as the business separate from personal? No.
So as a small business owner, if you have an LLC or sole proprietorship, you're typically just going to file a 1040 return. So that's going to be your personal income combined with your business income. Now you're going to file what's called a Schedule C, and that is just a profit or loss from a business. Unless you have, when you get higher up on the S Corp, C Corp, all those type of incorporation, then we're talking about something else. But to keep it simple, you're just going to file a 1040 return as a small business owner, and you're going to use your EIN for your business, and that helps you start to build business credit and get rapport with the IRS. So when it's time to get funding, you don't have to come out of your pocket. If you don't have an EIN, get an EIN.
I did not know that helps with building business.
Absolutely.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's how they pull. Like when they look at your income versus expenses for your business, they're going to ask for your schedule, for your tax papers in a nutshell. Yes.
You're giving me some ideas.
Yes.
Yes. But with that, like, first to start off, like, how did you even get into doing taxes? Like, what made you say, like, okay, like, I'm gonna jump the gun and this is what I'm gonna do?
Let me tell you, Jesus, I've been in the finance industry for 9 years, but I was dabbling in insurance and investments for a long time. And then I went into banking. I was a small business banker. I was a teller for a little while, and then I went into small business banking, dealing with investments for business clients, all of that good stuff, opening business accounts. And I knew that I did not want to work for anybody. I am pro entrepreneurship. It is the sexiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
The freedom of working for yourself. But it is not attractive working for yourself and you don't have the money.
Correct.
So I had to, you know, wait on my moment, build it how I needed to build it, and I knew I wanted to do something that was within finances. So believe it or not, my stepmom actually gave me the idea. She was like, how about you try taxes? I was like, taxes for old people. I don't want to do no tax. That was my thought process, like I don't want to do no taxes. And then I actually looked into it and I was like, this is very lucrative. Let me see. Had no idea on how to start it. Did my research, ended up going to tax school at Liberty Tax, learned the basics. Wanted to start my own deal, but I was working for a bank, so it was a conflict of interest. I had to do it under the table because if they would have found out, I would have been fired, and that was my main source of income, so I had to play it smart. Did it under the table for about 2 years. Probably made like $5,000 with it each year. Nothing, chump change. Didn't even, just doing it, but I knew how to do it. This year is my first year just jumping off the ledge, doing it full time. I went full on. I invested in billboards. I got an office this year. I did marketing. I did everything, and then I crossed over 6 figures with it. So now I officially work 4 months out of the year.
Yes, congratulations. Congratulations. No, for real. That's awesome. That's awesome, because I know a lot of people, they're scared to just jump and do it. And I know terrified. Like we were telling them on a couple episodes ago that, you know, people try to jump and quit their job like so quick in a hurry, when the job can actually help you build it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get everything that you need at one time. You can slowly and surely go into it and use your job, have your job as that asset.
Security, yes, absolutely. That's what I did. That's what I recommend. Do not, unless you're like living free, you know, in somebody's attic or basement or something, and you really don't have any bills, then you know, do your thing. Hey, jump off. But I have a daughter, I have bills, I live on my own, I have a car note, I have car insurance, I have all these types of adult bills. I couldn't just jump off the ledge. I had to play it smart. So I did it calculated, and I saved up enough. It really wasn't much that I saved up. Maybe like, I probably had about a strong $10,000 saved up, maybe that. I probably had that, and I was like, this has to work. Yes. Like, it has to work. And social media is one hell of a tool, because it just it took a couple, maybe like 2 weeks of consistent posting, like 3 posts a day consistently, and it skyrocketed. People I have never seen, never met in my life, Texas, California, New York, Georgia, they're just hitting me up like, hey, and I'm like, yes indeed, I can do your taxes, girl. So it just rolled like that. It thank God, but it just happened that way. So definitely do it calculated, without a doubt. Don't jump off unless you have no.
Tell us more about your school process. Like if somebody watching this wanted to do taxes and they're inspired by your story, they just so happen. Tell us more about your school experience and how that was for you.
So you don't need to go to school for taxes. I'll start there. Okay. But I was always good at numbers. So I just graduated from SUNO. Shout out to SUNO. Okay. With my degree in mathematics. Numbers has always been my thing. It just makes sense. Dollars to cents to dollars. You know, 1 + 1 is going to always equal 2. See, when you get into science and hypothesis and then English with the thesis statement, you kind of lose me. But 1 + 1 is going to always equal 2. Because if it makes sense, it's going to make dollars. I can just put that together. That was always my mind. Like, I could just put it together. So I went to school for numbers, mathematics. Took me 11 years to graduate college, but I did. Honestly, nothing about college helped me with taxes. You could major in general studies and be an amazing tax preparer. Nothing about college did it. I will say that you do need a is that my phone? Sorry. You good. I will say that's my daughter. She has the bypassing, so it's gonna come through. She's gonna call again. I'm sorry. I will say that you do need an IRS approved certification. So there are certain classes. This year I'm actually offering it where you can get certified to become a tax preparer. And I have put in place, because it took me so long to figure it out, and I really didn't have anybody to guide me. All I had was Google, literally. So I was just figuring it out as I went, and I made so many mistakes. So this year I actually have what's called a service bureau, where if you want to, let's say you know nothing about taxes, I take you by the hand and I literally guide you step by step on how to do your tax business.
Okay. From
setting it up with the IRS, setting it up with the state, setting up your bank account so that your money goes directly into it, guiding you on how to make at least $60,000 within the tax season, showing you the certifications that you need, how to get certified. I have everything in-house for you to get everything that you need so you don't make the same mistake that I did.
That's what's up.
Do y'all hear that?
That's what's up.
Yes.
Y'all better get on the boat.
Yes.
Y'all better get on the boat.
She's letting you know she's holding the class. So if you're watching this and you're interested, now is the time. You don't have to. We're gonna drop her social media and everything, how to contact her at the end, but contact her.
Yes.
If that's something that you're interested in.
And I saw that when you posted about your classes. So I saw they were like different
Packages.
Yeah, different packages. So can you kind of like go into it and explain what each package
Absolutely.
offers?
So I have 3 packages. My business is centered around royalty because I'm just really strong on understanding value, understanding your worth, all of that good stuff. Girl,
and you look royal. You're looking royal right now. You're looking royal.
I believe in it, you know. So I center my business around that idea. So my personal tax business is Royalty Tax Prep. My service bureau is called Crown Tax Solutions. So anything tax related, I have the solutions for. I have 3 packages. The first one is Prince. The second one is King. The third one is Empress. Empress being the top because women rule everything. But starting with Prince. It's a 60-40 split. You basically sign up, you get full access to tax software, you get to charge whatever price you want to charge, however much you want to charge your clients, it's on you. I set you up with the IRS, get you situated with training, all of that good stuff, help you with your social media, training manuals, everything that you literally need to start a physical tax business I give you. As the packages go up, the splits get shorter. Like the second package is an 80-20, and then with that one, you get a little bit more. I want to say you get a website with that one. With the last one, you get a mobile app, like you get where people can actually download your company's app on their phone and file their taxes. I give you that. You get a website, but you have to have, the higher the package, the more requirements you need. So the beginner, for someone who knows nothing about taxes, is going to be the basic package. Okay. That's going to be you starting off. I'm expecting to kind of hold your hand throughout the tax season. Like whatever you need, I'm there. 1 a.m., 1 in the afternoon, I got you. The higher the packages go, I'm not really expecting to be there so much for you. I'm here, everything that you need.
Right.
Go ahead, do your thing, you got it. But that package requires prior year experience. Like I have to see proof that you've actually had at least 25 funded clients underneath your EFIN. Okay. EFIN is your IRS number that you need in order to physically do taxes. Outside of a P10, but yeah.
So you're basically just being a mentor.
Yes.
To those.
I'm giving them what I needed when I needed it.
Yes.
I like that.
No, I do too.
We love people that come back and give a helping hand.
Yeah. It's perfect. I mean, I feel like I figured out the formula. Who would not want to work 4 months out of the year and take the rest of the year off?
And I was going to ask you that. I was going to ask you how long is the tax season?
4 months.
Okay.
January to April. That's it. Right now, I'm still taking clients. So if you need your taxes filed, contact me. But I'm focusing on vacationing. I'm focusing on, honey, just living my life. Because for tax season, don't get me wrong, I went hard. I was in my office till like 11, 12 o'clock at night sometimes with my daughter. So I was pushing it. But now I sleep till 12 o'clock in the afternoon if I want to with no worries. Because my account is stacked and my bills are paid. So
all right, account stacked.
Well, honey.
Bills paid.
If I can teach anybody how to do it, I feel like everybody should do taxes. Why? Because everybody needs their taxes done. Girl, you're always going to have clients.
I'm about to join the 60-40 plan.
Listen, you're always going to have clients.
Taxes on the side.
It's smart now, I'm telling you. I ain't even going to hold you.
But no, that's crazy. I really like that though. So what do you do for the rest of the other month?
Whatever the hell I want. No, since this is my first year, it's actually it's an adjustment because I'm so used to being on go. Some days, like, I'll call my best friends and be like, I need to get out of the house. Like, let's figure something out. Let's go get a drink. I don't have anything in my house to do outside of watch Netflix. It's like, I'm playing with my dog. And don't get me wrong, now I'm researching other businesses to invest in. I know a couple ideas, a couple avenues that I want to, you know, put my money in so that even after tax season, money is still constantly rolling.
Right.
So that's kind of where I am now. Just looking, researching, and preparing for the next tax season. Preparing myself to help other people for the next tax season too. So,
okay, let's see. I got like 10 questions over here.
But
I only picked some of them, but I like to, you know, go through my questions. Okay, so let's see. How would you assist a client who had overdue tax payments?
Overdue tax payments. If you have overdue or late tax payments that you haven't paid on, first of all, I would ask you to sign into your IRS.gov account to see what the damage is. I need to see what you owe. I need to see if your account is about to get a lien placed on it. I need to see the damage that has been done. I need to pull a transcript to see what has been filed on your behalf. I need to do a thorough assessment of where you are. And then at that point, looking at where you are and what you have for this current year, I will try my hardest to get you into as much of a refund, like get you every possible credit, every possible deduction that I can get you legally, to reduce however much that debt is. If I can put a good $15,000, $20,000 on your debt, I got you for life. Like, you're a client for life.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my God. And then we're gonna start discussing, we're gonna go into detail about, okay, let's look at your payment plan. Let's see if we can get it reduced. Let's see if we can get it more reasonable for you given your current situation, financial situation, whatever that may be, and just go from there. Actually, that's pretty simple. A lot of people are afraid of it, but
right,
it's really simple.
I asked that because I feel like a lot of people don't file their taxes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, a lot of people don't file their taxes, and I feel like it's an important thing. So I just wanted to know, you know, and you answered that, but I just wanted to know, you know, like, how does that get fixed when you're not filing your taxes every year? Because like I said, I know there's a lot of people who don't file their taxes every year. So look, she's telling y'all she can help y'all.
It's a simple fix.
Yeah,
I assure you, it's a simple fix. It's one meeting and we're done. We take care of everything in one meeting. That's it.
Well, that's good. So as far as when someone is doing their taxes regularly, like, what are some things that people can write off speaking as a business owner? And what are, name a couple things that you think that people don't know that they can write off?
That's good. Well, for sure, of course, you can write off like cell phone, basic utilities. If you have an office, like an office space, your rent for your office, so if you pay lights, anything that you basically buy to put inside of your office, any supplies that you, laptops, printers, fax machine, all of that good stuff, yes, you can write all of that off. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
A couple things that people don't know that they can write off. Of course, you got mileage and all of that good stuff. A couple things that people don't know that they can write off. If you work from home, you have, I believe it is up to 300 square feet in your home that you can use technically for a home office. Anything that's within that 300 feet you can write off. So you use your lights, of course, your light bill now, your water bill now, a portion of your rent or your mortgage can be written off because your office is at home. And also food. If you set up your business to where you're technically an employee or a member of it, if you have an LLC, your food that you use for yourself, that you buy for yourself, it's a tax write-off. If your husband is your business partner in business, whenever y'all go to dinner, y'all got your sexy date nights, that's a tax write-off. All of that stuff. Now listen, it gets a little deeper than that, but there should not be a moment where you're spending money and not writing it off. There's always a way to include it into your business. My daughter, I have her listed as like a representative of my company, like an agent. Whenever me and her go eat, it's a tax write-off. There should never be a moment where you're spending money and not able to write it off as a business professional. And the beauty in that is a service that I offer with my company is I do quarterly check-ins with my business clients. I'm like, hey, let me see your bank statements. Let's see what we have, so that when it's time to file your taxes, by January 3rd, January 2nd, I have your file. I'm like, I got it. Don't worry about it. It's done. You can continue your business. That's one less thing you have to worry about. And then throughout the year, I'm like, okay, these are your quarterly taxes. Let's get this done. Instead of the end of the year when you have to pay, I don't know, $2,000, $4,000, $7,000, we break it up throughout the year, and I actually can get it reduced a lot more because I can look more in detail of things, bookkeeping. I can look more in detail of the things that you can write off at that point.
Right.
So I have two questions that combine to what you said. So what do you recommend, or how often do you recommend people to file their taxes? Quarterly or, yearly? And also, how do you recommend people to keep track of their expenses?
The first question, it depends on the volume that your revenue of your company. So if you're bringing a substantial amount of income for your business, I will always say go quarterly. Go quarterly. It's so much simpler. Takes a lot of stress and a lot of headache off. It's like, just do it. Like, don't even, if you're smaller and your revenue is, I don't know, anywhere under $50,000, $40,000 a year, then yeah, you can wait annually to file it. That's fine. But if you make more than that, then do quarterly. I recommend everybody do quarterly, to be honest, just to keep it safe. Even if you bring in $5,000, to keep it safe and to make sure you don't owe at the end of the year, do quarterly. That way it doesn't sneak up on you. Second question, QuickBooks. QuickBooks I am a QuickBooks fan. I am a fanatic into it. Go QuickBooks. It keeps track of everything. You don't even have to do anything. They literally categorize everything by the end of the year or by each quarter. You can print out that statement, give it to your tax preparer. Hey, this is what I have. Perfect. I love when my clients bring me that. Like, oh. And then I have some that don't want to. No problem. I'll do it for you. And I create their QuickBooks and I just connect it to their business account. And now I actually have it tracking, seeing what's going on, staying on top of it for you, and boom.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Absolutely.
This is my tax video, so we gotta talk about some
Work smarter, not harder. I aim to make your job easier. Delegation. That's what we're working on.
Yes.
Delegation.
I have my question. Oh, what happens if a client gets audited, and what are some ways to not get audited by the IRS?
That's good. Let
me tell you.
That's good.
Audited is like the big bad wolf that stands behind everybody, like the boogeyman in the room. Being audited is not a bad thing. That is such a myth. It is not a bad thing.
Okay.
Let me just put that right there. It's not. A lot of people are like, I'm going to jail.
No, because that's the first thing that I think about. Like,
right? No,
you're not.
Me too.
It's not gonna happen. That is not what it is. What it means to be audited is the IRS simply receives your tax return and they're saying, hey, we need a little bit more detail about what you filed. We see some things that don't look like you normally should, like how you had it in the past. This is new. Let us look more in detail into it. So in a sense, it can be a safety measure to make sure it is you who's filed it, because identity theft does happen more often than you think. So it's a safety measure for them to say, okay, this is out of your norm. This is not what you normally do. So let us look into it. And also, it's a way of saying, we don't, before this comes back out, so if you're supposed to get a higher refund, like if you're set to get a higher refund, or if you're set to owe a lot, them auditing you kind of stops it and it's like, wait, let us see if we could save you some money before we send this big old refund out and you have to owe it back, or before you get this massive debt that you owe. Let us see if we can reduce it. So let us see what you filed first so we can see about it. That's basically all an audit is. It's just them going through it with a fine-tooth comb, making sure what you put on there is accurate. That's it. How do you not get audited, or the ways to avoid it? Stick to your norm. Don't change your filing status every year, and don't be that person that's trying to claim your sister child, your uncle child, your grandma child. Don't do it. That is the quickest way to get audited. When those children go back and forth on those tax returns, everybody who's alternating them, you are literally in the red zone of getting audited. Don't do that. I don't care, unless you have a court order, don't do it.
Even parents?
Say again?
Even parents?
Yeah, so parents can do it because most of them have a court order, and then even if they don't, they've been alternating back and forth for the year, like for each year. So that's fine. That's expected. It's understood. But the quickest way to get audited is to change something drastic. Like if you go from single to head of household to single again to married filing jointly to married filing separately, the IRS is like, baby, you got too much going on with the ships that you in. You gotta figure this out. So they'll stop it and be like, time out, flag on the play. Let us see what you got. Who you with? Which one? Are y'all married or not? Are y'all together? No. Okay, then we need to figure something out. Stick to what you know and make sure you get an experienced preparer that understands your situation specifically so that they can aid you and guide you and advise you on the steps that you need to take to make sure you're in the green light of not getting audited. But being audited is not a bad thing. And make sure you get a preparer that has audit protection. All of my clients get audit protection. So if they were to get audited, the IRS comes to me and my lawyers. They do not harass my clients. Ooh, that is not something that they have to worry about.
Thank you, Jesus.
So,
but no, that's good because it is that myth that floats around that, you know, it has a negative connotation.
It does.
Over it, and nobody. I still don't get audited.
No, you don't. I have never had a client get audited. I will say that. Never.
Well, that's good.
Never.
That's really good.
I've never had it happen.
What they say, green flag, you know, red flag, green flag.
I'm good at this
Pink
now.
flag.
I'm good at this now.
Oh, you looking at me? Oh, okay. So y'all, she's already said that she has made she's made that 6 figures in the tax business, and this is, you say, your first full year going like head into it, y'all. Like just letting y'all know and giving y'all some sort of positivity. I'm sorry. It is definitely possible. It's definitely possible for you to do what you need to do and get to where you want to be, because I'm pretty sure she probably didn't think that she was going to hit that record of where she is now. So, and this is, like she said, her first year going full force into it. So if y'all definitely want to get into doing taxes, then y'all really need to get into I'm thinking about it my damn self.
If you have questions, DM me, text me, call me. I will answer every question. Every bit of apprehension that anybody has, I will answer everything about it. I have no problem with that. I make myself available for that.
Oh, she make herself available. Y'all want that type of person.
Yeah.
Y'all want that
somebody
type of
that
person.
really loves what they're doing so much that they'll help you. It's not like, oh, you texting me.
No.
Right.
Oh, you calling me. You keep calling me. Like, this is somebody that really wants to help you with your taxes.
I consider it a privilege. I remember when nobody was calling me about taxes. Like, man, I'm checking it. There's nobody but my daughter. I'm like, oh, that's not money. So I consider it a privilege. I am blessed to have people, even the ones that get on my nerves. I'm like, this is what you asked for. To whom much is given, much is required. Now I can't complain about too much to eat when that was my request. So I consider it a privilege. So if anybody texts me, I don't show aggravation, even if I am aggravated. I don't show it. I'm not texting. You know, I'm very professional with how I handle it, and I try and answer every question. Even if I don't know the answer, I'm gonna find it out. I'm gonna find it out.
So I know you said earlier that you're trying to, well, you have a few things that you would want to do with the money that you did get from the taxes. So what is something that you're thinking about getting into? Something that's really sparked your interest?
I'm gonna start, and this is, I have never told this to anybody outside of my friends. I'm starting a businesswoman pantsuit line. It's called the Boss Woman's Wardrobe. And it's gonna specifically be for curvier, smaller girls, because I'm short and I'm curvy. It's gonna be bomb. I'm telling you, no matter what profession you're in, even if you're like an esthetician and you have like a grand opening or something, or you have a day, or you just want to do a photo shoot, my place is gonna be exactly where you want to come. I got it. I got the blueprint. I'm
feeling the blueprint.
Yes, I'm buying all the material now. I'm getting it all together. But I also want to have multiple locations for my tax business. The goal is to be out of the system. So allowing the businesses to run without me being present. I want to travel. I want to be in Bora Bora tomorrow. I don't want to have to deal with taxes. No, it's, you know, I tell my clients. But if I can delegate, that's the name of the game. Automation and delegation. I want the system to be automated. No matter where you are in it, it's just going to automatically roll. Delegation, I don't want to do it. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you. And everybody just work like a well-oiled machine. And I'm going to step back and I'm going to come collect the money when it's time. You know, I'm here if anything goes wrong. If y'all have any questions, I'm here. But I don't want to be in it. So definitely a pantsuit line. And I'm also strongly considering doing like a, I don't even know how to word it, but like not like an etiquette class, but like a business etiquette class. Like from start to finish, if you want to go from an employee to a successful business owner to an investor, here's how you do it. This is the image that you need. This is the conversation that you need. This is how you need to speak. This is the background that you need to have as far as education goes. You know, this is the research that you need behind your belt. So no matter what room you step in, what industry, you know what to say, how to say it. And I want to do that. Like, I don't know how to put it into, you know, monetizing it yet, but I'm going to figure that out. So
people here need that.
Yes.
I'm sorry. We talked about this.
People
here need that.
Yes. It's the etiquette and professional part that really needs to get established, because a lot of people know how to dress and they know how to look the part, but it's not just about looking the part, because you can look the part and then when you open your mouth it's not there. It's New Orleans. Yes, it's New Orleans.
And it's like, wait, you're limiting your clientele when you do that. That's cute, you know, it's authentic, but you can't reach everybody like that. You're literally limiting who you can do business with if you do not get etiquette classes or you don't learn how to speak professionally.
I love that.
You are.
I really do.
So that's what I want to teach.
That's like what's up. I'm looking forward to that. And even I would love to take that. And just seeing like from 1 to 3 to 10 or however you need to. I'm excited for that.
Let's go. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, so my next question for you is, do major life events or big purchases affect taxes?
Heavens, yes. That's definitely something that your tax preparer needs to be aware of. If you have a baby, if you buy a house, if you get married, if you get divorced, if you have a death in the family, if you buy a car, if you lose a car, if you get a repossession, if you lose a job, if you gain a job, if you lose a business, if you start a business, everything in that area your tax preparer needs to be aware of, because there are major deductions and credits that you can get just from putting yourself, like being a homeowner, and it's right up your alley now. You qualify for so many different credits at that point than someone who rents. Being married, you qualify for so many more credits than someone who's single. Being a parent, you qualify for so many more credits and deductions than someone who is, you know, doesn't have children. So definitely, and also the big purchases kind of fall in line with that as well. Yes, all of that is definitely, they definitely affect your tax experience for sure. Whether you get a refund or whether you owe every year, they affect it. Make sure your preparer is aware of all of that good stuff. Like, they need to know. Whatever drastic changes happen throughout the year, no matter how small you may think it is, tell them.
Because it may be something important.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Especially, and that goes into the audit, because if you get audited and you don't know about it, you're gonna be like,
so there's a portion in the taxes where it's called due diligence notes. It's like the preparer doing their due diligence. You can't see that, but I can put that in the notes and the IRS can see it. So I can put, my client recently lost a child, which is why they're filing single now instead of head of household. My client recently got married, but then he got divorced in the same year, which is why, you know, this credit is that way. I can put that in the notes, so when they're reviewing your taxes, they can see that. It's private though, so you can't see it, but they can. And it allows me to kind of beat the game as far as putting you in a red flag position to get audited. So make sure your preparer knows those type of things, so that if they need to put it in there, they can. It's gonna save you a lot of headache, trust me.
So how, I'm trying to see, like, how long or afar would you recommend Okay, so say for example, do you recommend somebody to wait 2 years? Say for example, if they didn't file their taxes that first year, how long out do you think that they should file it? If that question makes sense.
As soon as, yes, transparent you are. As soon as they realize I didn't file taxes. Like, because the longer you wait, the greater the penalty is.
Okay.
So the sooner you do it, the sooner we can get ahead of the curve. And people look at it. I have an uncle. He hasn't filed taxes in like 7 years, and I'm actively working on his thing so that I had to mail off a couple years. But believe it or not, if you had consistent job history, it's really not much that needs to change. So my software, all I have to do is take it from 1 year to the next, 1 year to the next, adding a couple different things, but everything is basically the same thing. So it really does not take that long to get someone set up and on the right path and caught up to current year. If they're upfront and honest with you and tell you, hey, I didn't file 2020, 2019, I ain't filed since 2006. Ooh. Okay, no problem. That is the headache that's what you pay me for. Like, that's my headache. As long as you tell me, I can handle it. But if you don't tell me, you just come in with your current year and I file it,
find out,
and you get this big old refund, and then they take it, you're gonna be mad once my bank starts auto collecting my fee out of your account regardless. Because I did that for you and you wasn't upfront and honest with me. Oh, my fee is still gonna come out that Chase account or that Capital One, honey, whatever that Navy Federal, it's still gonna auto collect it and it's gonna deposit to my business account.
I know a lot of people be scared. They be scared.
And that's why, as a tax preparer, that's the research that I did, because I had a negative connotation about it too. Like, if I don't have these years caught up, I'm about to go to jail. And it's like, no, I mean, you can. You can. Don't get me wrong. You know, you can be like Wesley Snipes. You can. But it's a way to get ahead of it. The IRS literally works with you no matter how severe your situation may be. And that's where I come in, because I can be a middleman, communicate those things to them, to you, and, you know, just guide you on what you need to do, what's the best outcome for you. Your preparer needs to know. Be upfront and honest with them.
You heard
upfront and honest, because that's how I can fix it. Don't lie.
Do not do it.
Don't do it.
Honest, because she gonna find out anyway. Right? She gonna find out anyway. So you might as well just come with your documents and be honest with her. She's willing to help. She's willing to fix. So don't come over there lying.
It's better her than the people.
Absolutely.
Better her than the people.
And don't go to H&R Block and TurboTax and all of them, because they ain't gonna help you, honey. They're not gonna do it.
Did you ever use the H&R Block TurboTax?
I used H&R Block once. I did. But every year after that, I use like a professional tax specialist, someone who, small business, because they I'm not gonna even say majority of them care more about you than the H&R Block does. So H&R Block, they probably get $18 an hour, $16 an hour.
So they're like regular employees.
Yeah, they are. Someone who works for themselves as a tax professional, they may get like $500 for that return. So they're going to make sure they take care of you, because their money depends on it.
Right.
If I'm making $15 an hour, I'm going to be like, baby,
whatever.
They're
not going to fully go into it deeply and try to give you all these certain types of credits.
They can't. It's the legal side of it. They can't. It's a big old corporation, and if they tell one person one thing, they have to have a generalized rule. It can't be anything that's like, you know, formatted specifically for a certain demographic or a certain group of people. It can't be that, because then they get sued. As far as you coming to me, I can tell you what I want to tell you and be upfront and honest and say, baby, this is how we do it. This is what we need to do moving forward. Don't do that. This is what you do, okay? This is how you do it, okay? Save this. Don't do that. H&R Block can't do that for you.
Got you.
The person would get fired and the company could get sued. So there's that.
So my next question for you is, what do you feel like is a personal trait that you have that increases your efficiency?
I am very personable. Doesn't matter. I don't believe in tension. So it's like, I was just telling this to somebody. If you have, as an entrepreneur working with people, you have to have a personality that gravitates towards people where they want to talk to you.
Right.
I can make people feel comfortable. It doesn't matter if you're uptight, if you feel like, you know, you look a little fat, if you feel like your shoes are a little too small, if you feel like you may be a little stank, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to make sure you feel comfortable enough to open up to me, tell me what's going on, and just feel like we have some sort of connection. So I feel like if you get the relationship, you got the client.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most people focus on the client, and that's only one part of it. If you get the relationship,
that rapport,
everything else is gonna follow. They're gonna send you a grandma,
the
dut from down the street,
not
from next door. They gonna send you everybody. The relationship. I'm very personable. I feel like I'm going to make you feel comfortable, because at the end of the day, you're a human like I am. You put on your pants the same way I do. You have vulnerabilities, insecurities, all of that stuff, trauma. I do too. We're all the same. Just walk in different areas, but we all have the same things that we go through. So it's like, especially if you're a woman, it's like, it's game over. You're like, why? It's game over. Like, we gonna talk, girl.
No,
so I feel like that's
like
definitely.
Yeah, I definitely like that, because you want to have as a tax preparer, and I'm trusting you with my, all my information. You want to be able to be comfortable with somebody and feel like, okay, like she's nice, she's professional. Like, when I come to her, like, there's no like attitude. She's not rude. So, and with these documents that I'm bringing to you, people could be skeptical and be like, well, I don't know, like. So I think that's a good quality trait,
especially in New Orleans. New Orleans girls are mean. New Orleans girls are like, baby, don't, and they come in my office. I'm like, hey, what's up? It don't. I tell you what, it don't steer me no left or right. Right. You get the same treatment. It's okay. And eventually, you go, girl, I like you. I know you do. Girl, thank you. It never fails. It happens the same way every time. But New Orleans girls are mean. So it comes in handy. For sure.
Well, that's good. So
these cards.
We got our handy dandy ladies night tonight. Let's talk cards.
We always do it on a Sunday.
Always on a Sunday. So we always
never know what you're gonna get with these cards. She looking like, I don't know what I'm about to get into.
Yeah, we never know either. But it's just some ladies night edition cards. It's just different questions that be in there. It could be simple or it could be to the extreme. So it could go from a 1 to a 10 real quick. So we're gonna have you pick one. You could pick it, and then you could get the card to us. No peeking. We gonna ask you. All right.
Ooh. If you could email your younger self, what would be in the subject line?
That's nice.
Little girl, open this because your life depends. That's what it was saying. Little girl, open this because your life depends on it.
No, I like that.
Yes,
I like that.
For sure.
What would yours be?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Don't be so naive.
Okay.
I would definitely say that. Don't be so naive.
Okay. I would open that email. I would open that email. I would.
I would say just be patient and enjoy the journey.
Okay.
Enjoy the journey.
Definitely.
Because it's like sometimes you get so caught up into wanting to be this person and do this and do that and do this and do that, and it's just like when you're so focused on that, you can't even enjoy like what's actually what's actually going on right in front of you, and then the next thing you know, time is just passed, and like
you miss out on so much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
And celebrate your little wins. You
know
what I'm saying?
Small wins are everything.
Yeah, they are.
Don't wait till the big ones. Celebrate those in between victories. Absolutely. I'm in agreement. I'm picking again. Oh, okay.
Let her pick again.
Okay.
Let her pick again. Ooh, choose one. Let me go through your phone or take a shot.
Wait, what?
Girl, give me the shot. Give me the shot, girl.
Today we don't got no liquor. Right. Take a shot of water. Pour a little. She could have poured a little in the cap.
Right, take it to the head.
Like you got the phone and take a shot. I'm gonna take my shot of water today.
I ain't got nothing to hide, so I'm gonna be the daredevil. I don't really got nothing on there, y'all. It's not like they my niggas. So
it's the camera roll.
It's okay.
It's the camera roll for you.
What's in your camera roll?
Girl, that's why I got a business line. I keep stuff separate, you know. That's why I got a business phone too, baby. You can go through that phone for sure. It's no problem. Personal?
I don't even want to know what's in your phone. I'm scared. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, I like these today.
Yeah, today we getting some type of regular. If you made a lot more money than your significant other, could you respect them? Why or why not? Wait, there's some hesitation here. No,
wait now.
So if you made more money than your significant other, can you respect them? Why or why not?
Yes. If the demeanor did not match the income, because the amount of money you make is one thing, but if you're feeling like inferior to me and you're acting out because she made more money than me, you know, if you feeling less of a man and you're acting on that, then I ain't gonna respect you, little boy. But if you're the man of the house and you know you still handling your business, I know I can call you, babe. I need you to come pump my gas at 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
I need you to come get the groceries out of the car. You know, if you're still leading as you should, no matter how much you make that,
right?
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely,
I
respect
agree.
you.
If I'm getting love, loyalty,
all of
respect,
that,
and everything, and you just make less than me, and I'm the breadwinner, and like you said, if you're not acting out, and if it's not such a big deal to you, and you taking that and holding that with pride, then yeah, it's not a problem to me because I'm getting all the other things that I want out of you anyways. You know, money gonna come and go. To me, money's gonna come and go, but respect, loyalty, somebody who really loves you, somebody that's gonna pick you up when you're down. You can't find that in everybody.
You can't. And I definitely agree with that as well, because like you said, it's not all about the money. It's not all about the money. And you want everybody to still play their role. Like, just because if I was to make more money than you, that doesn't mean that you can't still do what you need to do, because we're still playing a role, but it's a team. We're a team. We're not it's not this person makes more money, this person doesn't. It's really, are you still helping in those areas that you need to help in, you know? So money doesn't really matter. It's just the attitude and you know, the attitude and the perspective towards everything that comes along with it.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a city girl. I'm a lover girl. So
love a girl.
Right.
I'm like you.
I'm not gonna sit on camera and lie to y'all.
Right.
I'm not.
What Future said in that song, he said she not for the streets, she for the earth. I'm not for nothing. I'm for Jesus and relationships.
Amen.
Jesus and relationships.
And I feel her.
Well, I'm a city girl, depending on, you know, the situation.
I can agree with that.
Because if I'm single, I'm single.
Yeah.
And I'm going to act single.
But if I'm in a relationship,
you
know, it's all love. I'm not going to be a city girl. I'm going to be faithful.
Big faith.
I'm going to hold it down. I am.
But y'all, we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we again appreciate Ronelle for joining us.
We're so grateful to have you. Because let me just say this: I don't know a tax preparer, first of all, and like I said earlier, a lot of y'all don't file y'all's taxes. So this is definitely an informative video, like an informative episode. So I hope that y'all listened and y'all took heed to what she was saying.
Yes, ma'am. Plug in your information. Where can the people find you?
Okay, so
here we go.
Listen.
Personal Instagram is beast_in_heels. All you gotta do is type in beast in heels. It's gonna come up. Business, royalty tax prep, very straightforward. Royalty tax prep, you type it in, you're gonna see my company. And then Crown Tax Solutions, if you type that one, you're gonna see my company. So either one of them all of them are gonna reference back. Like they're all intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come across one, you're gonna find the other two. So if you just remember one of the three, you're fine. Feast and Hills, Royalty Tax Prep, Crown Tax Solutions. My phone numbers are attached, emails are attached, DMs I respond to as long as they're reasonable. So just if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. No question is too silly. So whatever you want to know, I'm here to answer.
Yes, and it's your girl, your faithful realtor on Instagram and TikTok.
And y'all know Natalie Lucia on Instagram with the _, and Natalie with 2 E's, Lucia with 2 A's on TikTok.
Yes, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in. This is the completion of episode 4. See y'all later.
Bye.